Go ahead, sir.
Yes po.
Go ahead, sir.
Hi, classmate, good morning. Well, in addition na lang po yung report ko siguro dito, dun sa report ni Miss Venus kanina about the Philippine Quality Awards. So, what is Philippine Quality Award? Na-discuss na rin kanina. It's mandated under Republic Act ng 9013 on February 28, 2001, which is also known as the Philippine Quality Award Act, which is it is an act establishing the Philippine Quality Award in order to encourage organizations in both private and public sectors to attain excellence in quality in the production and or delivery of their goods and services. Now, kanina discuss ni Ms. Venus yung three objectives. No? Now, ano naman natin yung what is the purpose nitong sa PQA? Wherein it is to provide for the establishment and conduct of a national quality improvement system under which awards are given to selected organizations that practice effective quality management and as a result make significant improvements in the quality of their goods and services and organizational performance. Uh, Nasaan na yun? And next is to generate and obtain useful information about successful strategies, programs, and practices for improving quality of goods and services which can be disseminated to other organizations. Siyempre, it's a way to disseminate din yung mga excellent or mga productive na strategies or na ginagawa nitong mga um, awardees na pwede ring maging model or gayahin ng ibang organizations. Next, which organizations may apply? Kanina na discuss na rin yung about sa private and dito sa akin is for the public sector in departments, bureaus, and attached agencies may apply or in any department, bureaus, office, commission, court, tribunal, council, authority, administration, center, institute, state university, and other establishment, and instrumentality of the national government. So second is the government-owned and controlled corporations, are those performing proprietary functions, which are established solely for business or profit or gain, and accordingly excluding those created, maintained, or acquired in pursuance of a policy of the state. Next, the state universities, colleges, LGUs, and other government agencies. However, na-discuss din kanina dun sa about sa eligibility restrictions. Now, sa government framework, the applicant must have been in existence for at least 3 years at the time of the application. And kanina na-discuss din na must be self-sufficient to be examined dun sa 7 areas, criteria categories, and can be inspected here in the Philippines. And also, yung DTI din is the Department of Trade and Industry and its regional offices or attached agencies and current award administrators are not eligible to apply for the PQA because alam naman natin sila nga yung admin ng award na ito. So for the who are involved in the award process, na-discuss na rin kanina, wherein we have the patron, which is the Philip, the president, and then we have the PQA committee, the award manager, which is the DTI secretary, and we have the management team. We have the award administrator, wherein for the public sector, we have the DAP or the um, develop, ano yan? Or the DIP and the for public sector is the PSQ. We have the award administrators for administrators. Then we have the board of judges, wherein they reviews and recommends award recipients to the award manager. So judges are the high-level business executives and quality leaders from industry, academe, and government appointed by the award manager per recommendation of the PQA Management Committee. And we also have the team assessors, wherein they evaluates award applications and prepares feedback reports. Assessors are well selected and specially trained business and quality practitioners from industry, academe, and government chosen by the management committee. Next, what are the benefits gained from applying on this award? So first, we, you will gains an outside perspective of the organization's strength and opportunities for improvement. Kasi through the rigorous evaluation of the organization's processes and results equivalent to about it will take 550 to 600 hours of review by at least five quality practitioners from different industries, academe, and government. So next is you will receive a feedback report which outline the team assessors finding based on the evaluation and can guide the organization's strategic planning and quality and productivity improvement. So the feedback report may increase the involvement of the employees and the team's capability and flexibility to cope with the rapid change while keeping them focused on the customers' satisfaction and retention. So third is the if the applicant organization becomes an awardee, their exceptional management practices becomes benchmarks and serve as a model for other organizations. So next, how award recipients selected na tatakal na rin kanina ni Miss Benosky. Ito, which is yung una nga is yung eligibility determination, wherein organizations that intended to file for the award are required to submit an accomplished eligibility information form na pwede rin i-download sa PQA website and to be submitted to the PQA administrator. We have the stage one in the independent review, wherein the assessment process begins, in which each member of the team assessors is assigned to each of the applicants and conduct a desk review of the submitted application report. And next is the initial consensus review or the stage two, wherein the team of assessors conducts a series of meetings to reach consensus on comments that captures the team's collective view of applicants' strengths and opportunities for improvement. So in this process, the team decides to the score for each item and identify the issues to clarify and verify if the applicant is selected for a site visit. We're in United Stage 3 in site visit. We're in during the PQA pre-site visit review by the Board of Judges, site visits are conducted for selected applicants to clarify uncertain points in the application and to verify that the information they are provided in the application is accurate. And last is the final judges review, wherein the final consensus scorebook of organizations receiving a site visit is forwarded sa Board of Judges, who will make the final recommendation on which organizations will be recognized in any of the four PQA levels of recognitions, and it will be endorsed to the award manager and to be submitted for the approval of our president. Next, for the recognition levels, kanina na ano lang yung 3, pero as of the updated, we have 4. Or ito is the level 4, we have the Philippine Quality Award for Performance Excellence. It is the highest level of recognition to qualified organizations from private and public who have demonstrated a high level of excellence and serve as a national and global role model. ito yung itsura ng trophy wherein the design is mainly focuses on the letter H that stands for the Tagalog word na husay. Um, It is formed by the and made up of pounded brass set on a wooden base where the words husay both in Baybayin and Tagalog are carved. Yan. On the level 3, we have the recognition for mastery in quality management. Wherein it recognizes an organization who have demonstrated superior results in mastering quality management and serve as a role model in the Philippines. So the design ng trophy takes the form of a boat with its sails until unfurled, which means that all the better for the boat to be propelled onwards. And it is a metaphor for smooth and rapid movement across challenges and difficulties. So uh, the organization should have demonstrated through its practices and achievements superior results, clearly linked to robust management systems, and it should exhibit practices which other organizations can learn from and should serve as a role model for other organizations in the Philippines. So next, for the level two, it is the recognition for proficiency in quality management. So this award recognizes the proficiency of an organization in quality management by achieving significant progress in building sound process. And so yung design ng trophy, it takes the form of a sulu torch that signifies pursuit to excellence. So the fire stoke and burning bright marks as a beacon to attract and illuminate the path to quality and excellence for everyone to see and appreciate. So it should have a documented and solid approach to system level quality and productivity management and has been implementing quality and productivity improvement plans and procedures. So the level one, wherein it is the recognition for commitment to quality management. So this is the first level, wherein an organization who have shown commitment to planting seeds of quality and productivity by beginning its journey to quality management. So the design of trophy is in the shape of a champion's cup and the word husay in both Tagalog and by bayan. The trophy shape is a reminiscence of the bird's wings spread in flight, which signifies aspiration to achieve quality and excellence, soaring to reach the sky. And so the organizations have demonstrated its serious commitment to improvement in order to achieve quality excellence. So they have planted seeds to quality and productivity and is working towards reaping the long-term benefits of its effort. So next, ito na yung na-discuss din kanina ni Miss Venus. Ito lang yung parang representation figure niya wherein the performance system consists of 6 categories in sa center. Yung leadership, strategy, customers, workforce, or operations and results. And these categories define your processes and the results you achieve. So the word integration dun sa gitna shows that all elements of the systems are interrelated. So dun sa una dun sa ano yung nasabi rin kanina ni Miss Venus, the leadership triad wherein it emphasizes the importance of leadership focus on strategy and customers. And also we have the result triads wherein it includes your workforce focus processes, your key operational processes and the performance results na produce. And the center vertical arrowheads wherein is it the system foundation measurement, analysis, and knowledge management is the critical to effective management and to a fact-based knowledge-driven agile system for improving performance and competitiveness. And we have also yung core values nandito sa ilalim wherein these beliefs and behaviors are embedded in high-performing organizations. So they are the foundations for integrating key performance and operational requirements within a results-oriented framework that creates a basis for action, feedback, and ongoing success. Now, let's go to the key characteristics of the criteria. First, we have the criteria focuses on results. So the criteria focus on key areas of organizational performance, which is the product and process results, the customer results, workforce, leadership, and the market and financial market and strategy results. So the use of this composite of measures is intended to ensure that strategies are balanced, that they do not inappropriately trade off among important stakeholders, objectives, or short and long-term goals. Second is that the criteria are non-prescriptive and adaptable. So criteria do not prescribe the following on how your organization should be structured and that how your organization should or should not have departments for planning, ethics, quality, and other functions. And that different units in your organization should be managed in the same way. So it is non-prescriptive for the following reasons. So the focus is on results and not on procedures, tools, or organizational structure. So organizations are encouraged to develop and demonstrate creative, adaptive, and flexible approaches for meeting the requirements. So it is intended to foster incremental and major improvements through innovation. So I focus on common requirements rather than on common procedures, foster understanding, communication, sharing, alignment, and integration while supporting innovation and diversity in approaches. The third one is that the criteria support a system perspective in maintaining organization-wide goal alignment. So the system perspective to goal alignment is embedded in the integrated structure for core values and concepts, the organizational profile, the criteria, the scoring guidelines, and the results-oriented. Cost effect, cross-process linkages among the criteria items. So alignment in the criteria is built around connecting and reinforcing measures derived from your organization's processes and strategy. These measures tie directly to customer and stakeholder value and to overall performance. So such alignments ensures consistency of purpose while also supporting agility, innovation, and decentralized decision making. So next is that the criteria support goal-based diagnosis. The criteria and the scoring guidelines make up a two-part diagnostic system. The criteria are set of 17 performance-oriented requirements. And the scoring guidelines spell out the assessment dimensions, process and results, and the key factors used to assess each dimension. So an assessment thus provides a profile of strength and opportunities for improvements relative dun sa 17 performance-oriented requirements. In this way, assessment leads to actions and contribute to performance improvement in all areas. This diagnostic assessment is a useful management tool that goes beyond most performance reviews and is applicable to a wide range of strategies, management system, and types of organizations. Ayan po. So, next, ito na po yung sa education criteria, performance excellence items and their corresponding point values. Ayan, nandito yung 7 major criteria wherein mapapansin ninyo talagang focus nga siya dun sa results wherein yun yung may pinakamalaking points. So the awardee shall be selected using the following criteria and which will be given point values totaling to 1,000 points. So first we have the organizational profile wherein it is the most appropriate starting point for self-assessment and for writing an application because it helps you to identify gaps in the key information and focus on key performance requirements and results. Also, you can use it as an initial self-assessment. So if you identify topics for which conflicting or no little information is available, use these topics for action planning. And it sets the context for and allows you to address unique aspects of your organization in your responses to the education criteria requirements of this from 1 to 7. And it is a snapshot of your organization and its strategic environment. So under P.1 of the organizational description, wherein it responds expanded on what are your key organizational characteristics, which involves the organizational environment, which consists your kung sa school kung sa school sana, yung educational program and service offerings, your mission, vision, values and culture, the workforce profile, your assets and regulatory requirements. And other P.2 is the organizational environments, which kung saan you will respond on what is your organization's strategic environment. So on the categories and items, first we have the leadership. Wherein in this item it as on the leadership category as on how senior leaders personal actions guide and sustain your organizations. And it also asks about your organization's governance system, how your organization fulfill its legal and ethical responsibilities, and how it makes societal contributions. So number 2, we have the strategy. We're in the strategy category as how your organization develops strategic objectives and action plans, implements them, changes them if circumstances require, and measures progress. So under it, we have the strategic development, wherein we'll ask how do you develop your strategy? So it will things to how do you conduct strategic development process and innovation, how you collect data and develop information to use in strategic planning. So under 2.2, we have the strategic implementation, which it asks on how do you implement your strategy. So it will include on what are your action plans, your implementation mo, and the resource allocation, workforce and the workforce plan and the performance measures. So sa number 3, we have the customers. In this category, it has um, how your organization engages in students and other customers for ongoing success. So including how your organization listens to the voice of the customer, serves and exceeds students and the customers' expectations, and building long-term student and other customers relationship. So on the 3.1 of the customer expectation, wherein it will ask on how do you listen to your students and other customer and determine programs and services to meet their needs. On the 3.2, customer engagement, where it will ask how do you build relationship with students and other customers to determine satisfaction and engagement. On to number 4 po, we have the measurement analysis and knowledge management. Wherein it in this category, it will ask how your organization selects, gathers, analyzes, manage, and improve its data, information, and knowledge assets. So it as how it uses review findings to improve its performance and how it learns. So under 4.1, we have the measurement analysis and improvement of organizational performance. So it will ask how you measure, analyze, and then improve our organizational performance. And on the 4.2, on the information and knowledge management, it will ask how do you manage your information and your organizational knowledge assets. And so now, fifth category, the workforce, wherein it will ask your organizations uh, assesses workforce capability and capacity, needs and builds a workforce environment conducive to high performance. And it also has how your organization engages, manages, and develop your workforce to utilize full potential in alignment with your organizational needs. Six is the operation. Wherein in this category, it asks your organization designs, manages, improve and innovates its educational programs and services, and work processes and improve operational effectiveness to deliver value to students and other customers, and also achieving ongoing organizational success. So under work processes 6.1, it will ask how do you design, manage, and improve your key educational programs and services and your work processes. And on the operational effectiveness, it will ask how do you ensure effective management for your operations. And last po dun sa results, wherein ito na yung category wherein it will ask about your organization's performance and improvement in all the key areas sa educational offerings, student learnings, and process results. Dun sa customer, workforce, leadership, financial market, and strategy results. So sa student learning process result, it will ask what are your students learning and process effectiveness results. Ayan. Sa customers naman, it will ask what are your customer focused performance results. And on the workforce, it will ask what are your workforce focused performance results. Sa leadership and governance, what are your senior leadership and governance results? And on the 7.5 is the what are the results for financial viability and strategy implementation. So as you can see, nasa results talaga magfo-focus yung ang malaking impact ng grade mo kumbaga dito sa PQA, wherein it will reflect lahat ng mga performance mo or yung output mo based on the six criterias na nire-require. Next, ito po yung mga recently awardees and recipients ng 2021. Wherein for the level 3, we have the DOLE or Region Office 9, the Mariwasa, I think natakal na rin to kanina ni Miss Venus, so will not, ano na lang, at least ito na po yung list. And on the most recent na conferment last year, May 2023, we have ito po yung mga list ng mga awardees nila, wherein yung University of Mindanao have been awarded for the level 4, the highest level. Congrats sa University of Mindanao. And in line with this, meron din yung ibang mga businesses and schools have been awarded. Like for the level 3, we have the Amherst Laboratories Incorporated and the BSU Bulacan State University. Sa level 2, we have Bukidnon and Caraga State University. Ayan po. Ito yung sa University of Mindanao po. So, conferment ceremony last year, May 17, 2023, sa Malacanang, Manila po. And that ends my report po. Thank you po sa pakikinig.